is ditching the iconic gas-powered 3 Series. Well, welcome in, everyone, and please hit like if you like our contents. Today, we have a mission for you in this deep dive. We are dissecting BMW's multi-billion-dollar gamble.
Yeah, they're essentially killing off their most famous combustion car to resurrect the new class.
Right, and it's coming back as the all-new, completely all-electric i3.
Back in the 1960s, the original new class lineup literally saved the company from bankruptcy. I mean, it defined their identity as the premier maker of compact, sporty sedans for half a century.
Just to clarify for everyone listening, though, this isn't like that quirky, bubbly little electric i3 hatchback from a few years ago, is it?
No, not at all. This is a total blank slate. I mean, with current electric models like the i5 or i7, BMW essentially took existing gas car frames and retrofitted batteries into them.
Which, always requires some kind of structural compromise.
Exactly. But this new i3 is built on a radically new, dedicated EV platform. Since they aren't working around a traditional transmission tunnel or a bulky gas tank, the battery actually acts as the physical skeleton of the car itself.
Oh, wow, that makes so much sense. That explains how they managed to squeeze in a massive 109 kilowatt-hour battery without making the car look like a bloated minivan.
Yeah, it's pretty brilliant packaging.
Let's talk about the raw numbers, though, because this thing uses an 800-volt architecture. What does that actually mean for the everyday driver?
Well, think of it like water flowing through a pipe. Doubling the standard EV voltage to 800 volts means you can push the same amount of power through thinner, lighter cables without them overheating.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's how the car can safely inhale power at 400 kilowatts. Plus, it features a factory-installed NACS port, the North American charging standard.
Which gives it native plug-and-play access to Tesla's sprawling charging network, right?
Spot on.
Okay, but they're claiming 440 miles of range.
Even factoring in cold weather drops, a true 440-mile baseline provides enough buffer that an interstate road trip essentially becomes as worry-free as a standard daily commute.
That is wild. And it's not lacking in performance either, right?
Definitely not. It delivers serious power. The i350 xDrive model sends 463 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque straight to the pavement.
Okay, but replacing the traditional car brain with 4 independent supercomputers to manage all that immediate electric fury feels like a massive leap.
Oh, it is. That is 20 times the processing power of any prior BMW.
20 times! Why does a car even need that much computing capability?
It's entirely about separating critical functions,
Yeah.
You need massive processing power to ensure the logic controlling your driving dynamics, autonomous sensors, and battery thermals is completely isolated from the infotainment system.
Right, because you don't want your anti-lock brakes to lag just because you loaded a heavy Spotify playlist.
Exactly. And this computational leap allowed them to completely rethink the cockpit. They ditched the traditional gauge cluster for a panoramic iDrive screen that spans the entire width of the windshield.
Oh, which explains why the steering wheel only has spokes at the top and the bottom.
Yep, they dropped the side spokes, so you have a completely unobstructed view of that digital windshield.
But with supercomputers handling the driving dynamics and a steering wheel that looks like a spaceship yoke, are you even driving a car anymore or just piloting a sci-fi spaceship?
That potential for alienation is exactly why BMW paired all this radical sci-fi tech with some aggressive nostalgia on the exterior.
Oh, like what?
Well, the front end features a 6-degree forward-leaning shark nose. It is a gorgeous direct homage to those iconic 70s and 80s Bimmers.
Oh, that's really smart.
Yeah, they're using visual nostalgia to anchor you. It grounds the driver in familiar brand DNA, so the radical interior tech doesn't terrify longtime loyalists.
So why does all this matter to you? Well, BMW is calling the new class the new heart of the brand.
Which signals that the gas-powered 3 Series era as we know it might finally be over.
Yeah, the defining benchmark for sports sedans just went fully digital.
And that leaves you with a really provocative question to ponder.
That's that.
If the new heart of a BMW is made entirely of supercomputers and batteries, does their legendary title of the ultimate driving machine now refer to the software's capability rather than the human driver's skill?
Wow. That is definitely something to think about. Stay tuned for more automotive news, and goodbye.